Welcome back, ladies and gents. So this segment is a lot like Hyrule Castle for me. This is where I'm going to have some fun. Hopefully you guys will too. Matter of fact, for one or two of you out there, this might be a highly anticipated video. Alright, so just to show you where we're at and what we are doing, this is where I just landed. There's a cave entrance right here. Oh, I'll kind of back that map out. So I took the liberty of warping over here, shot myself out of the cannon, and just kind of flew right down over here to my red pin. Again, cave entrance. We're going to be hitting 3 caves altogether. And you probably already have a pretty good idea what I'm doing if you've kind of been here before. So what I'm looking for is Luminous Stones. Now this is also kind of bleeding over into another video later on, where we're going to do it's kind of like the 3 brothers from the old game, where you have to kill 3 Hinox, and there's like a different powered Hinox in each cave. But I'm going to try to avoid killing them. Again, I just really want the Luminous Stones. And then at the end of the video here, it's going to be Lynel time, and I know you guys are ready for that. So I might even do a Gloom Hands afterwards. We'll see how the Lynel fight goes. Alright, preparatory notes, guys. On that note, if you want to follow along with me and try to take this thing out, it's going to be a bit tough, especially if it's your first time playing. But I'm going to show you a way to kind of mitigate the fight as best as possible. And fairies, guys, if you have 2, 1, or 0 fairies, you can take a minute before you come over here. Shoot yourself out of that tower that we just unlocked. And then there's a sky island right by that with a fountain. So you should have 3, maybe even 4 fairies spawning in there. But again, you can't have more than 2. So if you do have, say, 3 fairies, you might want to just, you know, take a giant leap off a giant mountain or something and kill yourself. That'll cost you a fairy. And then you can go get 3 fairies, making it 5. Maybe even 6. Like I said, sometimes I've gotten lucky and seen 4 there. Alright, so again, guys, Luminous Stones. Luminous Stones, Luminous Stones, Luminous Stones. So why do I keep saying Luminous Stones? We need our bone suit upgraded. And I found this is just a really, really great route to put us over the finish line for that. And if it doesn't quite put us over the finish line, guys, it's going to get us awful close. So from there, then I'd be able to kind of help you wrap that up a little bit. Okay, so there's another entrance exit right there, but before we do that... Why am I wasting good bows for this stuff? I am just not paying attention. See, I'm excited. I'm already wiggling my toes. Ready to go kill something. And I know you guys are ready for that too. See, I can't even figure out what buttons I need right now. This is ridiculous. Alright, so every cave has a bubble frog. Be sure and grab yours. I'm doing pretty good on gems so far. Until I hit the rock salt, you know, it's okay. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Now our good friend the Hinox is going to be down below. Ah, check that out. This is another Hearty Lizard cave too, guys. All 3 of these. I should have mentioned that right out the gate and just brain farted. But yeah, them Hearty Lizards. So I kind of screwed up. I meant to come here, or in my mind I was going to come here right after my first Hearty Lizard cave video. And then I forgot when I went and did the tower that I would be passing time there for the dragon. So that probably put me over 2-day and 2-night cycles now, so I should expect to see a good number of Hearty Lizards in this cave. And again, it's a big enough cave to where sometimes you can just walk from one end to the other and they'll respawn. Okay, so that's 2 so far, and I really have... Oh, what? Hot dog! Okay, I'm gonna make this video work because I am not losing my diamond. This is no longer a test video. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I don't see any more lizards spawning. There might be some down below, though. Yeah, I don't see any. Again, you might just kind of want to, you know, creep around a little bit. Take a real good look at your surroundings before you start dashing everywhere. Okay, so now this is going to be the worst of them all, but again, I'm not here for the Hinox, guys. That bleeds over into that other quest I was talking about. So I'm going to try a live and let live policy, and that'll be in a separate video. For right now, I really just want the Luminous Stones, and whatever other goodies are quick and easy. I don't think there's anything in the water. Yeah, I thought he was going to wake up. Okay, I thought he was going to wake up too. Alright, so as long as you're kind of tiptoeing around him, you're good. Now, he does have Knight's weapons. If you do want any of those, you can always land on him and then just tiptoe off of him. But, you know, Knight's weapons, that's a little bit risky considering. Alright, so I should be able to get far enough away from him. I don't want to loose my arrow either until I know I'm far enough away. Alright, we are golden. Uh-oh. I did not remember that triggering him, but apparently it does, so be aware of that. And we should be in the clear now to kind of finish farming. Really? Wasting bombs, wasting bombs. And then that one gets him? Okay. Okay, I thought he was flinching to wake up there. I was like, what did I do? Oh, nuts. I saw him just at the last second. Too late now. So that would have been 3, but I didn't collect it, so that shouldn't count against my spawn-ins. What button am I pushing, by the way? Does anyone know, like, when the view goes, like, wherever you were looking at or wherever something was happening, and then all of a sudden the camera has to, like, fly back to Link? I'm super curious about that, because I want to do it, like, on purpose, but I can never seem to figure out what in the heck I push. Alright, folks, so now that we got our Luminous Stones, let's see what I'm up to. I'm just curious here. 66. We need 75, so I am close, which means you guys are close. Honestly, I think we'll be able to pull it off. Alright, so by memory, Ascend does not wake him up, but even if it does, we'll be out of here before he can do anything about it. Alright, and that'll pop you back up to where we initially came in here. Now, take another quick look around for them Hearty Lizards. I'm not seeing them. Sometimes even spinning around will do it. I've seen one spawn right behind my feet, just about where I was standing at the time when I spun around. Pretty wild. Alright, I'm not seeing them. That's okay. I'll just get a move on here. We got 2 more caves to check where they could possibly spawn anyway. Alright, folks, so just to show you out where we're on the map now, that was the entrance for the first cave. Second one was right below, so I need to take a sharp right turn Clyde. Matter of fact, I'm going to ascend again just so I can get ourselves up there. I was really hoping to find another lizard. Okay, now we're back outside. And we'll go to my blue pin there. I think somebody's chasing me, but that's okay. same type of party. Watch out for lizards. And don't forget your Luminous Stones. Unfortunately, sometimes they're going to fall down, so this one's a little tricky. But normally, more often than not, they'll be waiting for you down below. You know what? I don't even know why I picked that up. That's my new burner bow there. Alright, once you've collected your goods... I wonder what was question marking above me. Huh. Alright, so once you get your goods, go ahead and hop down here. It's gonna be dark, but don't worry, there's nothing dangerous right here. In fact, you should land in some water. And then head kind of north-ish. And that you should see all the glowy stuff kind of coming into view. Whoa, don't do that. Okay, now watch out, there is a hunt, or no, this isn't quite there yet. For right now, we're good. Alright, not too much else in this part. That was just the water spot we landed in. Kind of veer left in here. I'm looking for a... there it is. Kind of like an anthill looking structure. And I say anthill because there's like a hole at the top. But that's where I think our bubble frog is hiding. Huh, I'm trying to collect my own seed that I threw. Let's pretend that didn't just happen. Alrighty. So yeah, my brain is kind of spinning right now because I'm trying to think ahead, you know, to the fights coming up. But I don't think I even mentioned it. Before I started the video here, I actually warped away and I spent, I don't know if you've even already noticed, but I have two full stamina wheels now. So that's going to be huge coming up. You guys got to spend those, you know, to fit your playstyle best, but me, personally, I still recommend getting the stamina over the hearts. Main reason, this fight that we're about to get into, it ain't gonna matter if you got 4 hearts, 6 hearts, and I don't even think any of the hearty meals we've cooked so far are gonna save our lives. That's why I recommended taking the time to go get them fairies, because the fairies are pretty much gonna be your lifelines. Alright, now there is a Hunox in here, and unfortunately I usually wake this guy up because his nugget is sleeping right next to the Luminous Stone deposits. And sometimes even these light bloom seeds will wake him up, but he's right on the other side of that pillar there. So if you throw him far enough to the sides, you might get away with not waking him up, but either way you're going to wake him up anyway, so... what I like to do is I like to kind of do some bow and arrow here in the air, and bust as much of those up that I can before I land. That way I got everything broken at least before he awakens. But you can see there's a ton of these deposits down here, which is awesome. And he's awake. Wow, I really didn't get a good shot on that one, did I? Man, I am going through some bomb arrows. Okay, I think I got all those. Sweet deal. I don't know, it's gonna be close, guys. If we don't have them in this part of the cave, we'll get them in the next one. Did I not get those? I am tripping. What's up, Buttercup? What was he looking at? Oh, he was checking my bombs out. That just gives me ideas. My brain is hatching stuff right now. So I play a lot of Skyrim. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos. And that's the tactic I use in that game, is kind of shoot something somewhere, you know, intentionally that you plan to make him look at for a while. And then that keeps him busy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not paying attention here. Mind moment, bitte. Where is my... There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna process that information here for a while. I've never seen a Hinox do that before. So I'm kind of glad that happened. Alright, so once you're outside, go ahead and grab your bananas. There's quite a lot of those in this region. Pretty similar, pretty comparable to the last game. But I'm not really here to farm a bunch of bananas, I'm just going to get the quick stuff on the way. Okay, so in addition to bananas, we also need to leave here with 9 Mighty Thistles, folks. Now, we've gotten a few from previous videos, but I don't think we have 9 yet, so I've only got 3 so far. So just kind of make a mental note of that as well. We need the 75 Luminous Stones, and we need 9 Mighty Thistles. A lot of times there's an Octorok spawning here, but I'm not seeing him. What did I come over here for? Apparently nothing. Oh, there we go. Ah, don't mind if I do. Always take me some chew jelly. AKA ice arrows. Alrighty, we got another Korok Seed coming up, but I want to make sure I scoop up these Mighty Thistles. I've even seen Hearty Lizards spawn out in this area as well. A little tougher to see with all the tall grass, but it'll kind of look like a stick on the ground. So if you see something like that from a distance, approach it a little slower and see if you've got yourself a lizard there. Okay, I think that's about it. 8. Alright, folks, so I've got my 9, but there's more in the area, so just, you know, grab them if you got them. Grab them if you need them. I'm going to head back for that Korok Seed. Now, remember the top of this mountain? That used to have a Lynel on it. So there's still a Lynel here, and this is the one I'm going after. And it's a white-maned Lynel, so you're probably thinking, whoa, 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 we're not ready for the no bone suit. Yes and no. So you might want to, you know, save the game kind of deal, and just try it. Sometimes it's real easy to get through it, and you're like, wow, that was super easy. I cannot believe, you know, I just killed one of those and really didn't even break a sweat. But sometimes it just doesn't go that way, and it's the complete opposite. So, I always recommend saving that game before you get into it. Okay, I don't know if I've done a map overview yet. Actually, yes, I did, because I see my pin still there. So we are good. Now, there's a Lizzle here. Be careful. He is extremely fast on his feet. And that happens, and he was even trying to avoid that, and I let it happen anyway. As I was calling it out, I got my butt handed to me there. Alright, so I really didn't want to deal with him, but I might have to. Because a lot of times he'll shoot you in the back while you're trying to run away. Like that. Like I said, he's really quick on his feet. Alright, I took a gamble there and I got lucky. I should have healed up some more. Alright, so it's time for our good friend the Lynel, folks. And I know some of y'all are ready for this. Now, I'm not red Lynel hunting just yet for the barbarian armor. Honestly, I'm not in a real big hurry to upgrade that. I don't typically wear it. I typically only use that for like lower level stuff when I just don't want to bother eating a meal. And I really don't need the ton of defense, you know, in those situations. So I do upgrade it. It's just not, you know, it's not hot on the list to get done ASAP. Alright, folks, so there is our Lynel. Once again, I would, you know, strongly recommend taking a moment here to save that game. And save the game before you start eating food and, you know, crafting weapons. This way, if, you know, you just decide you don't want to do it, you can always reload that save point and you haven't wasted food or weapons or anything like that, or tip parts or whatever. Alright, so guys, my mantra is arm up, suit up, and eat up. Since we can't really suit up, it really doesn't matter what you wear, so I'm just going to put on the strongest stuff that I've got. And for right now, it looks like that's it. So, arm up. We are going for broke here. Best of the best. Now, that thing's already not glistening anymore, which means I don't know how close it is to breaking. Which means I'm going to go in fresh. Shield, make sure you got a good strong shield there. Weapon, now this is going to take some doing. I've already got 2 flashing red as you see here, and that's instrumental here. The thing is, I'm going to use that only for mounting. Reason being, I did not use this tactic in Breath of the Wild, but in this situation it's crucial. So that weapon, as long as we're mounted, will not break. It will stay that 112 the entire time. As a backup, I've got that one too, just in case I do something stupid and I end up breaking it. But that'll do the same deal. So now I'm going to craft another couple of these weapons with good strong monster parts, specifically for swinging away at him when I'm not mounted. And if this sounds scary, just give me a minute here. I'm going to get through the fight and it'll make more sense to you here when we get going. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to do 2 of those. And I think I'll be okay with that. Alright, so again, save that game, folks. And since we're not wearing barbarian armor, the high-level attack power meals will do the exact same job. Now, normally I would just eat the 3-minute. If it was just the Lynel fight, you know, he'll be dead within a minute or so. But I want to go try that Gloom Hands as well right after, so in this case, I think I'm going to eat the longer-lasting one. Alrighty, so without any further ado... Oh, before I dive right in... the secret to my success in this case is going to be acting like a ninja. So I'm going to go through these things like I am tossing out 3 candy. And that'll kind of keep us concealed. Now he's still going to attack in the last place he saw you before you camouflage yourself. So keep that in mind. You might have to, you know, run around in that fog a little bit in order to avoid him being able to lock onto you. So the mount, you're going to see all this here in a moment. Now I'm going to try to shut up because I can't multitask and I don't want to screw this up. This is where the 2 wheels of stamina are really going to be awesome. So now the first thing I'm going to do is go in with tipped arrows, which I don't think I've shown you guys yet. And since I know I'm going to be getting tons of these, That's what I'm going to start with. And I missed the headshot there because I'm not paying attention. Oops. No, don't do that. Okay, I'm missing headshots here. That's bad. That's double damage. That's really bad. I'm not off to a good start. It's usually at the base of the horns. I'm just not locking onto it. There it goes. I was aiming too low. Okay. So that's the bad thing about using the tips here, guys, is you can't see. But as you can see, the damage that you do is worth it. So I'm going to break at that real heavy hitter here. Actually, before that, I'm going to get in a few swings before he stands up. Hopefully. Okay, see, I waited too long, so I didn't get that. So I should have just mounted at that point. Okay, swing away. Swing away like your life depends on it, because it does. And I'm pushing the wrong buttons. This is where... Now, he's going to do an attack, and I think it's the one where he's going to light everything on fire, which is good, because that'll give us an updraft. But for now, I do want to get myself concealed. Okay, so I'm going to mount him once again. And swing away again like your life depends on it. Okay, once again, get yourself concealed. Okay, and I'm actually going to lob one at him because... Oh no, he ran away. Ooh, he was right in front of me there. Oops. Oh, nuts! Okay, that's why we got the fairies, guys. It's 100% worth it. You can't mount with your bow out, by the way. Important safety tip. Okay, so, you know, I struggled a little with that. I was not really paying attention. Normally I get through that fight really easy, and that was a little challenging, but it's the first time I've actually recorded trying to do it. So, as you can see, it's definitely manageable. The secret to the success there really is those mushrooms. If he does the right attack, which I didn't get to demonstrate, unfortunately, but it will light the ground on fire. Assuming it's not raining, you can use those updrafts to do some more bow and arrow damage. Booyah, baby. It's all worthwhile when you start getting this stuff. Now, the Royal Claymore, you know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. That's not quite as exciting. And I guess I'll trash that since I got another rock hammer at the ready. So yeah, those two wheels of stamina, guys, as you saw, that really took it out of them when we had that airtime. You know, and if I had actually hit all my headshots with those tipped arrows, that really would have been a significant more amount of damage I had done initially. There's another attack he might do where he, like, spins around. It's kind of like Link's charge attack. If he does that, run. Because the shield will only block that one time. On the second or third revolution, it's going to knock you to the ground and waste another fairy. I just didn't have, you know, a chance to demonstrate all those for you because, unfortunately, he didn't do the attacks I was hoping for. Alright, so that is Lynel. So now if you were successful, congratulations. And if you tried a few times and it just wasn't working out, don't sweat it. Just go away from it. You know, he ain't going anywhere. Sometimes our brains continue working on problems like this while we're not trying anymore, like when we're away from it. And you know, you might come back tomorrow or something and give it another go, and then all of a sudden it makes perfect sense and you're able to knock him out. Alright, so enough yapping. I am now going over to the Gloom Hands. Now that I've got my Savage Lynel bow, this is actually going to be a doable fight, guys. Now, I'm not going to use this weapon. Notice I didn't break that whole time, which is awesome! But some of these other weapons that I do have ready, now you want to be able to use a shield. So, one-handed swinger weapon is the way I like to go. Now I could use that one that's, you know, amped up, but it's only going to last for a swing or two. So now the secret to the success on this fight is going to be, and unfortunately, guys, I hate to say it for those of you who don't like it, but this is going to be all about the perfect dodge, depending on his attack. You'll either have to, you know, make sure you're cranking down on that left trigger, do the side hops to perfect dodge the vertical attacks. And then same thing, you know, torquing down on that left trigger. You'll have to backflip, back jump for the horizontal attacks. Now you might be wondering how I'm going to deal with the Gloom Hands. Honestly, I'm going to use puff shrooms. But I might not even have to. Actually, yeah, I think I will, because I'm not... This is just a bare bones savage bow here, so I don't think I'll actually get all the hands dead. From the air. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is wake him up with some bomb arrows. That's always fun. And I might actually be able to do it from here. It's been a while, so... Okay, now once you get him dead... Uh-oh. Didn't finish. Oh, nuts. That was my bad. I didn't see that last one. You know what? I'm actually going to use one of our hearty meals, because that will save your life here. The Savage Lynel, not so much. But in this case, yes. Okay, so now again, shield. Actually, take advantage of the updraft if you get it. That was another reason I used the bomb arrows here. If it's not raining now, that's something I probably should have said a long time ago. Come here when it's not raining. The reason being is so you can get that updraft. So, okay, there it is. You can actually do that with that Savage Lynel bow and knock him out. Now, these bows... Attack 8. Oh, that's right. They're dependent on... Okay, so that was kind of stupid for me to do this early in the game. The bows are dependent on your heart containers. So I've only got the 4 heart containers. It's a garbage attack power. But when we really start bumping up our heart containers, that'll be a really good formidable bow. I normally don't use these because I don't like the gloom damage. But somebody reached out when I was complaining about that in a video and told me to try tipping it, or not tipping it, because I've tried that and that didn't help, but using that as the tip. So I'm going to give that a shot and see how long it lasts. I just don't know what I want to tip it to. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. So this is kind of an experiment for me. I've never done this before with the gloom equipment. And I can't remember the name of the person who gave me that shout out, but I do appreciate that tip. Gives me something to play with here. Alright folks, so that, I know that's a little lengthy, there's a lot of instruction there on the killing. I really hope that helped you all out. If it did, great, you know, congratulations. If you were just struggling there and it wasn't working out for you, again, just step away from it for a while, just kind of, you know, reset. Come back tomorrow or something and give it another go. Alright guys, if you like the information I put out, please like, subscribe, comment, share, say 3 Hail Marys. I'd really appreciate the help on that. Alright folks, best of luck and happy hunting. Alright, so I got so excited about Lynel and Hands Monster there, I completely forgot my brains and I blew past that 3rd cave I mentioned. So I, you know, kind of got myself over here, and I also forgot a Korok Seed, but that really wasn't gettable until we dealt with our Lynel anyway. So I'll go ahead and take y'all through that 3rd cave, that way we can get whatever Luminous Stones y'all might need. Alright, so this cave is a little bit tricky. Just head toward that yellow pin I had marked earlier on our maps here. And you're not going to see a cave entrance, you're going to wonder what's going on, but it's really only visible from the water. So, you know, you can kind of land on those things, whatever, but essentially this is where we needed to go. Alright, so did you guys enjoy the Lynel kill, the first of the game, the white-maned Lynel baby? I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy about it. Normally when I just play for myself, I bypass a lot of stuff that I've gotten so far, so I don't have near the inventory I do right now. And it just makes it a little tougher, but you know, I'm in a hurry and I don't want to take the time. So I'm actually really glad I did take the time during the videos thus far, you know, to build up our stamina or whatever you guys chose. to get the inventory spots with the Korok Seeds. That's been huge. Okay, I'll pass on that. Okay, so notice the updrafts. There's going to be quite a few of these we're going to have to bust open to get to places, namely the bubble frog that's down here. So yeah, white-maned Lynel, savage Lynel bow. That's pretty much going to be my bread and butter weapon now. For big type stuff especially. And it doesn't last forever, you know, you got to keep that in mind. So don't get too usy with it right away. Alright, so you could bust those rocks up, but just to save bombs or rock hammers, you can also just make the climb up here. And this one you can actually... not even... Why am I trying to bomb this guy? You cannot... Oh, I missed. Missed my headshot there. Yeah, so you shouldn't even have to bother going up there. You can just make them come to you. Yeah, so anyway, that's as far as that bow goes, you know, again, just use it wisely, choosy. Use it choosy. I don't think that would have rolled off the tongue just right. Alright, so there should be another hole in the ceiling. And again, you know, you can just make the climb up here. You don't have to necessarily bust that up. Thought there were more Luminous Stones. There we go. Alright, so this one, I think you can get away with not waking him up altogether. I'm about to find out. Of course, now we got the weaponry. If we really wanted, we could just take him out real fast. But again, I'll be doing this in another video, so I just kind of feel like it would be a waste of bombs or whatever weapons right now to kill him. Wonder what I'm up to. Oh wow, I'm way over 75. This is just icing on the cake at this point. Alright, so that third patch, unfortunately, that is going to wake him up. I haven't seen any more Hearty Lizards spawning in, which is confusing. Normally I see quite a lot in these 3 caves. Wonder if it has something to do with the fact I got some earlier on in our very first Hearty Lizard cave. It may not have been 2 full day and night cycles yet. So I might have hit my max limit. Lots and lots of flint with these things. Ah, I woke him up. Okay, so that is not a safe spot. He's about to tag me. I knew it! I thought I could sneak a quick bomb arrow in there, but... Alright, guys. Now, I will go ahead and cut video.